Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Wednesday evening and this evening it is pretty cold. However, if you are a shareholder of a German power company or a Swiss power company, you'll be pretty cosy today. It seems that due to the problems with energy supply in the UK, it was put out to auction today for additional supply to the UK between the hours of 4 and 7 p.m. 3 hours. And the two companies, one German, one Swiss, are getting paid more than £6 million each for 3 hours worth of electricity because they own the gas-fired power stations, because the coal-fired power stations have all been closed now. So the gas-fired power stations, they were like, yep, we can fire them up. We can give you the extra electricity. It will cost you. And seemingly it was a bidding war. And £12 million in total it is costing to keep the lights on between 4 and 7 tonight. Now, that's bad enough because, to be honest, I don't actually know who's paying that. I don't know how it works. However, the fact that they could be doing that again later on this week, because seemingly the reason that it's happened is because there is a lack of wind power. The wind's not howling, which I can agree to. There is not howling wind here at the moment. But it is really cold. I mean, I think we're sitting at -2 just now. The forecast is anywhere between -7 and -10 overnight over the next 2 to 3 nights. You're talking it's about Sunday before my forecast here says that it's going to heat up. Now, obviously, you've got all the amber weather warnings down south. You've got snowstorms, blizzards, etc. So the peak time, obviously, for electricity is between 4 and 7 when everyone's coming home from work, dinners are getting cooked, etc., etc. And the power companies are, I would say, basking in the desperation of the UK. Now, years ago, I mentioned that I thought it was rather strange that most, if not all, because remember I did this a few years ago, I think there was possibly still some UK-owned power companies, but I think if there are still some, it's very few. Most of our power comes from other countries, companies that are owned by other companies. I mean, some of them are owned by other companies' national grids, offsets their costs so they can charge their customers cheaper, or certainly it used to. As I say, that was a few years ago I did that. But £12 million for 3 hours of electricity supply. It's a good number if you can make it, isn't it? I'm horrified. But somebody had to decide that was an acceptable way to go. Somebody had to decide that it was acceptable to shut down the backups. I think they've probably thought of global warming as opposed to climate change and thought everything's going to be warmer now. Well, it's not. So yeah, that was rather a shock to the system when I read that today. It's like, are you having a laugh? And who's going to pay this 12 million? That'll probably be our energy bills going up again, as if they haven't been doing that for the last however long. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on and tell you that. Today I have finished work a bit early and come home and got so much done. I have got washing done, I've got the dishwasher done, I've tidied up. So yeah, that's going to save me some time at the weekend. So I'm quite pleased about that. So I hope you're having a good midweek. I hope we're all managing with the first week back to work. All those of us who have sort of started back to work this week. Yeah, it's fun so far. Catch you later.